I never thought I'd be sitting here at 33, wondering why I'm still alone, while everyone around me is getting married and having kids. Amber. And apparently I'm terrible at relationships. Not my fault, though. Men are just too complicated. Too unreliable. Can't handle a strong woman who knows what she wants. I work at this mid-sized company that makes food products. Been here about 10 years now. Pay is decent. Benefits are pretty good, which is why so many people stick around. I sit up front at reception, which is perfect because I get to see everyone who comes and goes. Plus, I'm the face of the company, which is basically a power position if you think about it. There's this guy Brent who works in the warehouse. Oh my god. He's gorgeous, tall, muscular, arms that could probably lift a car. He's got that whole strong, silent thing going on, which is basically catnip for me. He started here a few years ago, and we immediately hit it off. Then there's Mark from accounting. He's nice enough, I guess, but totally not my type. Kinda quiet. Dresses like his mom still buys his clothes. Walks around like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's always bringing me coffee and asking about my day, which is sweet but honestly a little pathetic. I mean, have some self-respect. Dude, Brent and I started flirting pretty much immediately after he was hired. He'd come up to reception to drop off paperwork, and we'd chat for like 20 minutes. The sexual tension was insane. He was so confident, so mysterious. I ate it up. Meanwhile, Mark would shuffle by with my coffee, trying to make small talk while I was obviously focused on Brent. Christmas party rolled around, and let me tell you, alcohol is a beautiful thing. Brent and I ended up hooking up in one of the offices. It was amazing. He was actually really sweet afterward, which surprised me. I thought he was just going to be another player, but he seemed genuinely into me. We started this kind of on-again, off-again thing after that. He'd text me late at night. I'd go over to his place. We'd have incredible sex. Then he'd disappear for a few weeks. When he came back, he'd give me this whole "I'm not ready for something serious" speech, which was fine because I wasn't looking to settle down either. Then the cycle would repeat. I must have gone through that loop like 5 times. Each time he ghosted me, I'd cry at my desk, pretending to be upset about work stuff so people wouldn't know what was really going on. My coworker Janet would try to comfort me, but honestly, I just wanted her to mind her own business. Eventually, I got tired of Brent's games and started dating this guy I met online. He was nice, stable, had a good job. I put a picture of us on my desk, partly to show Brent what he was missing. Brent walked by one day, saw the picture, and barely reacted. I told Janet. I think it really hit him, seeing that. She just nodded, but I could tell she didn't believe me. The new guy and I didn't last long. He was too boring, too predictable. I need excitement. Passion, As soon as we broke up, I took the picture down. And guess who slid back into my DMs? Brent. Like clockwork. He asked what happened. I told him we weren't right for each other. And boom, we were right back in our cycle. Meanwhile, Mark was still doing his thing, bringing me coffee, asking about my weekend, being generally nice. One day, he finally worked up the nerve to ask me out. I felt bad, but I had to be honest. I don't date people from work. I told him, it's just a rule I have. He looked disappointed but respected my decision. After that, he stopped coming by as much, kept it professional. Part of me missed the attention, but it was probably for the best. About a year ago, I finally decided I was over Brent for good. I've grown. I told Janet, I'm not in that place anymore. I need something real. Something stable. She just nodded, probably thinking, yeah, right? 2 weeks later, Mark shows up at work looking completely different. New haircut, new clothes that actually fit. He'd clearly been working out. Suddenly, I could see what other people probably saw in him. He was actually kind of attractive, and he seemed more confident, more self-assured. I started flirting with him, dropping by accounting more often, finding excuses to talk to him. He was polite but distant, which just made me want him more. Why is it that when a guy stops paying attention to you, that's when you decide you want him? One day, I was chatting him up near the water cooler when he mentioned his fiancée. I froze. Fiancée? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. Yeah, we got engaged last month, he said, showing me the ring. Her name is Sarah. I managed to smile and congratulate him, but inside I was dying. How could he be engaged? To someone else? And why didn't I see it sooner? He used to be so awkward, so unremarkable. And now he was getting married before me. After that, Mark started avoiding me completely. He'd take a different route to avoid walking by reception. Make excuses when I tried to talk to him. It was humiliating. I started getting bitter, snapping at coworkers for no reason. Every little joke felt like a personal attack. I'd see Mark and Sarah together sometimes. She was pretty, but nothing special. Just normal. Why did he choose her? What did she have that I didn't? I'm 33 and I have no husband, no kids. I complained to Janet one day. It's like the world is conspiring against me. Maybe it's not the world. Amber, she said carefully, maybe it's the choices you make. I looked at her, shocked. What's that supposed to mean? She just shook her head. Nothing. Forget it. But I couldn't forget it. Was she right? Had I made bad choices? I didn't think so. I went after what I wanted, which was excitement, passion. Brent gave me that, even if it was temporary. Mark was just nice, boring. Who wants that? Things got worse at work after that. I couldn't concentrate. Started making mistakes on reports and scheduling. My boss called me into his office. Amber, your performance has been slipping, he said. Is everything okay? I wanted to scream. No, everything is not okay. The man I should have been with is engaged to someone else, and I'm going to die alone. But instead, I just said, I'm fine, just going through some personal stuff. It won't happen again. It did happen again. Though, and again, finally. They put me on probation. Shape up or we'll have to let you go. My boss said, I tried, I really did, but every time I saw Mark and Sarah together, it was like a knife in my heart. They looked so happy, so in love. What did I do to deserve this loneliness? One day, I was having a particularly bad day. I'd messed up 3 reports, spilled coffee all over my desk, and seen Mark and Sarah having lunch together, looking disgustingly happy. I went to the bathroom to pull myself together, and I overheard 2 coworkers talking. Amber's really been struggling lately. One said, I know, the other replied, but honestly, she kind of brought it on herself. The way she treated Mark, always going after guys like Brent who were obviously just using her. My blood ran cold. They were talking about me, judging me, like they had any right. I stormed out of the bathroom and confronted them. You want to say something to my face? I demanded. They looked shocked. Amber, we weren't. Don't lie. I yelled. I heard you, judging me like you're so perfect. Word got back to my boss about the confrontation. The next day, he called me into his office again. Amber, this isn't working out. He said, we're going to have to let you go. I couldn't believe it. After 10 years with the company, they were firing me over one little outburst. This was so unfair. I packed up my desk. Feeling everyone's eyes on me, Mark came over, looking genuinely concerned. Amber, I'm so sorry, he said. Is there anything I can do? I wanted to scream. Yes. Leave your fiancé and be with me. But instead, I just shook my head. I'm fine, I said coldly. I don't need your pity. As I was walking out, I saw Sarah waiting for Mark near the entrance. She gave me a sympathetic look, which somehow made it worse. They were probably going to go home to their nice apartment, plan their wedding, live their perfect little life, while I was going home to unemployment and loneliness. Life is so unfair sometimes. I did everything right. I went after what I wanted. I didn't settle for boring. I lived my life on my own terms. And what did I get? Nothing. While boring. Awkward Mark gets the happy ending. It's not right. None of this is my fault. Men are just too complicated, too unreliable. They say they want one thing, then go for something completely different. Mark probably just couldn't handle a strong, confident woman like me. He needed someone boring, someone safe, someone who wouldn't challenge him. Well, fine. Let him have his boring life with his boring fiancé. I'm better off without him. Without any of them. I'll find someone who appreciates me for who I am. Someone exciting, passionate, not afraid to live a little. Maybe Brent will come back around. We always had such a connection. Maybe this time it'll be different. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just be alone forever. But at least I'll be alone on my own terms, not settling for some boring, safe existence like Mark and Sarah. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself. Anyway.